We are still 35 miles to Weathership Tango Delta.
Okay, now it's our turn to move. Let's go.
Hi, Kiva, Captain.
Now strap in tight, let's get set for action to launch the ship out of the sand.
He tried to kill me with the forklift. Huzzah! Hatman, I had an experience.
An experience?
Yeah. I watched a
Dare I
movie called
ask?
Voyage into Space.
Voyage into space.
They didn't go into space.
What? How?
Let's just get started. This is gonna... My mind is full of fuck. I'm just gonna hit the intro. Jesus Christ. Alright, you get started. Harry Potter films, go.
Okay, so I watched all of the Harry Potter movies, and I don't like them as much as I used to. I don't know, like, it's weird because I always hated Half-Blood Prince the most. I said that felt like it deviated from the books the most, and I ended up liking it a lot more this time because I felt like it was more of a character film, even if there were really, really stupid things in it. But just watching them all, I'm like, my God, I really kind of hate what happened to them from Prisoner of Azkaban onwards. I don't like the darker aesthetic that they chose. I don't like how everything looks so brown and fucking bloom. I don't like how the drama was, elevated to levels that just looked really, really dumb. The humor was forced. I don't know, man. It's weird because, as a kid, you don't really notice all this stuff. But now as an adult, I go back and watch it and I'm like, my God, how come the first two movies are the only ones that are, like, objectively good?
Now what I want
the
you to
hell
do...
is this?
Now what I want you to do after you do all that, I want you to look at the live stream and what I picked as the image for this.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's actually funny. Oh my
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
yeah. But yeah, like the chat saying, the books are really good, the movies kind of ruin. Yeah, like the whole time I'm just like, this doesn't happen in the book. What the fuck is this? Why didn't they fucking Lupin's kid doesn't get mentioned at all until like a random part towards the very end of the last movie. Oh, his son won't know who his parents are. Like, you never mentioned that before, so excuse the fuck out of me, but where the hell did that come from? Your average movie watcher isn't going to know. It's just so much shit that either got left out or for pacing reasons had to be cut, and there's no way that that's acceptable. Again, first two movies stuck kind of close to the books, and I think that's why I like them the most. They're, in my view, objectively good. And then everything just went to hell afterwards. I still like the very last one. I still like Deathly Hallows Part 2, but my God. My God. I finish up Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix. I'm just like, what in the fuck did I watch? Why did those movies suck? Why did they suck? They shouldn't have. There's no reason why they should have.
I liked Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort, and that's about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. He was great. He was great. I would follow his charming ass any day.
The only thing that I liked about those movies is I got laid after watching them. That's about it.
I did not. I just got on the front page of the local newspaper, which is not getting laid.
No. Not even close.
Yeah. I will close out with what Torin90 says in the chat. The Harry Potter books are a good gateway for kids to start reading as long as they read other books.
Chaos Sonic throws $1 at us and says, now you know how I feel about the Percy Jackson movies, Hatman.
Oh, no. I hear Percy Jackson is way worse. Like, I hear they basically just shat all over the source material. Kind of like what they did with Artemis Fowl, too.
I'm still a little mad about A Wrinkle in Time, personally.
You remember how for years and years and years they said that is a book that would never be able to be translated into a movie by any sense of the imagination?
They were fucking right.
They were. And all of a sudden, like, those people just disappeared whenever fucking, who was it, Ava DuVernay put the movie together?
Yeah.
Nope, they were right. They were right the entire time.
Yeah. By the way, I went to college with a guy who thought that it would actually, that the Harry Potter films actually did teach witchcraft. And I actually took a stick and pointed it at him and said something in Latin. And I'm like, look how nothing happened! I'm like, that's literally what magic is in their fucking universe. You take a stick and you point at people and you say something in Latin. It's not complicated. Shut the fuck up. Okay. So, not recommended, I'm guessing, Hatman?
Well, I recommend the books before the movies, but if you're going to watch the movies, watch the first two at the very least. I still say those are great. I still say those are great.
Okay, my pick of the week. So I was contracted to watch this by Damos Z. The fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know. I'm waiting for it to show up on the...
It's called Voyage into Space.
Oh.
And it's a big
What the
robot
fuck
with
is that?
stupid hair that literally dabs before he fires missiles. Fighting monsters, and he's controlled by a little kid.
Hold on.
Yeah. So, needless to say, I was very confused. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. Because there's a point where, like, they're just going through the plot. Then suddenly fucking Destro shows up. Or at least a dude who looks like Destro.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly! I'm watching this, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna need some stronger stuff.
Chaos Sonic says, why didn't you watch Kamen Rider Black or read Fables, at least with those that speak more to you in terms of fun? I plan on watching Kamen Rider Black this week. I had a lot of streams and shit that I was on this week to promote 3 nights, 4 days. We'll talk about that at the end of the podcast. So I actually had a very busy week. I didn't get the chance to watch much. Scotsman's here. Scotsman is awesome. For those of you who, like, real quick, I'm gonna stop ranting for a second. If you guys have not subscribed to Scotsman TV, Scotsman's channel in the chat right now, do so, like, literally right now. Especially if you want to learn coloring for comic books. That dude's awesome. And he's a good buddy, too. So, we talk martial arts. I like it. Anyway. So, I watched this and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. It's about some secret society with some, like, alien that lands on Earth. And the real thing about it is, like, it's called Voyage into Space, right? That's the title, Voyage into Space. Guess how many times they go into space, Hatman?
0.
Zero, exactly!
Rolled it at the start.
Still!
Hold on.
I thought you forgot already. But still!
No, I still need stronger stuff to try and figure out what the fuck is going on.
I just... Why no space? It's just a giant fuck-off robot that looks stupid.
All I can gather from this right now, just looking at this fucking image right here, this looks like a cross between a fucking 50s era Russian 10 robot, a Power Ranger, and Egypt fighting a giant fuck-ass eyeball for no apparent reason. And it looks like it's got fucking moth wings behind him.
But the big thing is just like, apparently it's called like Johnny Sacco and his giant robot. Well, why is it called Voyage into Space? But they don't go to space.
What was that? Was that just the English name for it?
I guess.
Like,
I don't know.
Like
I'm
Star
pretty sure that I
Blazers
saw this
versus
on Mystery
Space
Science
Battleship
Theater at
Yamato?
some point.
You know
Chaos
what?
Sonic
It looked
says
exactly like something that would be there.
Chaos Sonic says, hell, even the Japanese Spider-Man would probably be better than this. In that story, Spidey has a Megazord called the Marveler. Please tell me it was a giant robotic version of Stan Lee. That would have been pretty awesome. But no, I'm like... what's with this fucking design? It's like half Sphinx, half communist.
That's exactly. Commie Egypt. Oh my god.
They're gonna redistribute the pyramids. Oh my god. It was terrible.
Johnny Sacco and his giant robot. Like
Yeah.
that.
Now, the funny thing about it is there was one point in the movie that was actually kind of clever, where the evil organization that's summoning all these fuck-off monsters, just says fuck it and shoots the kid who can control the robot. And I was like, fuck.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
Smart.
Really? They thought of that. Like, these guys are smarter villains. Why is Destro here, though? Like, the dude literally looks like Destro. Let me look it up. Let me show you. It's crazy. He looks like Dollar General Destro. Chaos Sonic throws more money at me and says, sadly no, but Stan Lee actually enjoyed it. Oh, Stan, why would you do that? But no, the only space you see, like, in it is when the robot fucking kills himself. Which I kind of wanted to do after watching this.
Wait. So you're telling me he pulled a fucking Iron Giant?
Yeah. So here is, so here's Destro and Megamind. So yeah, I was very confused. I'm like, what the fuck? Really? What is going on? I'm like, Japan has awesome drugs. Oh.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I was like, I have nothing left. I have nothing left to say.
My mind is full of fuck.
Yeah. So, needless to say, I did not like this movie.
I'm sorry, does that say the Space Mummy?
Yes.
Was there a Space Mummy in the fucking movie?
No, thankfully. It's a different movie.
Thank God.
But Jesus.
Thank God. I was about to say, like... Just why? Why? Who thought...
Yeah, so... This movie's a wet fart. Like, seriously. Don't watch it. So just avoid. Moving on. Fuck. Talk about Sargon winning his lawsuit.
So Sargon won his lawsuit, and Akilah Hughes got butt mad about it. Obviously. Goes into full Twitter meltdown. And this isn't even the big lawsuit. Like, the big lawsuit was settled 6 months ago. And he won that too. He sued for attorney's fees because the lawsuit that she brought was frivolous. And he won because she couldn't keep her goddamn mouth shut on Twitter about it. And again, she can't keep her goddamn mouth shut on Twitter. Basically trying to say, like, the judge is wrong, we need to recall the judge, and anyone who has a contact at PayPal or Patreon or whoever was processing payments for him before needs to get in touch with me so we can shut him down. And it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious how butt mad she's gotten over losing a frivolous lawsuit because she wanted to shut down a critic. And she doesn't even use his name either. She just calls him a white supremacist the entire time.
Yeah, because he totally can't sue you for slander now, you idiot.
Which I think he ought to do. I think he ought to sue her for... Yeah.
He'd win that one, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely slander or libel, because for God's sake, you could very well argue that she contributed to him being ousted from Patreon and him being demonetized on YouTube, which has clear financial repercussions for him. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's right. Torchman 100 says she wanted Sargon's kids dead, too. Yeah, she said she didn't care if his kids starved.
Who the fuck is this evil cunt?
So, Michael, when you're getting sued, what's the first thing that your lawyer tells you?
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. You know that she went through 2 legal teams?
Oh, wow.
I guarantee you that her first legal team told her to shut the fuck up, and she told them to get the fuck out. And that's why she had to fucking switch.
I would go so far as to think that they probably quit.
You know, it's possible. It's entirely possible.
But seriously, though, who is this chick?
She runs a YouTube channel called Akilah, obviously. She was one of those people at the VidCon panel that was discussing, like, being black on YouTube with Cat Black and all them. And she tried to accuse Sargon of crashing that panel and shouting over people with faked badges.
What?
Something that is very well documented by multiple VidCon attendees. And yet, he crashed and shouted over everybody and had a fake badge. My mind remains full of fuck.
One thing I will say, you can't sue somebody over mean words.
No.
That just dawned on me. But, like, the problem is that if you interfered with, like, someone's ability to make money with those words, you can have charges brought against you in civil court.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny. It shouldn't be funny, honestly. It should just be, like, almost sad. Because she's so far into this hole of I guess just anger, just pure anger and hatred, that it's literally costing her around $38,000. So, in any case, congratulations, Sargon.
Yeah, this chick doesn't sound like she's much of a thinker.
No. No.
Oh, goodness.
Will Geary brings up an interesting thought through his Spider-Man quote. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel. Where do tweets line up with that?
I don't know, honestly.
I'd probably err on the side of it's libel. But then again, I guess it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Twitter changes its rules all the time on whether or not they're a publisher or a platform.
Yeah, this is true. Very true.
I have nothing else to say.
I have nothing else to say either, except, again, congratulations, Sargon.
So, Mulan.
Mulan.
Apparently, the live-action version is going to be debuting on Disney Plus, even though it's already been leaked.
Hey, didn't we sort of talk about this last week?
I don't remember.
I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain that there was a Q&A question about what did Disney need to do to survive, and I said they need to release Mulan and Black Widow and all the other movies they have in the pipe on Disney Plus, but just charge people like movie ticket prices for them.
Yes. You did say that.
Lo and behold, that's exactly what they're fucking doing.
Well, except apparently they're charging $30 for it.
Yeah. I'm guessing that this is the family ticket.
I fucking guess. Like,
Brainbox says I did not say it last week. Maybe it was week before. I don't know. I swear that I said that, though.
yeah.
But either way, yeah, they're actually doing it. And $30 or not, I think this is what they need to do. Because we're not going back to movie theaters anytime soon.
So if you want to get down to business to defeat the Huns, it's going to cost you $30.
Well, hold on there. This isn't a remake of Mulan. This is just a live-action version of the Mulan legend. There's no music.
So none of the fun stuff.
No Mushu. No Be a Man. None of the fun stuff. No.
Man, fuck this movie. Like, seriously.
Fuck it.
Like, why? Why would you not do the fun stuff? Like, not even gonna get the little midget guy going, I'm gonna hit you so hard I'm gonna make your ancestors dizzy? Come the fuck on, man!
Yep.
Why? Why does this exist? Aside from China. Not to mention, I already spent $60 to go fuck with the goddamn Mongolians in Ghost of Tsushima.
Goddamn Mongolian.
Like, seriously. Hey, get off my shitty island. But, they, like, fuck. Why the hell do people want to just, like, fucking not have fun? You're in the goddamn movie business. The actress in the screenshot I picked up looks like she's about to fall asleep. Chaos Sonic donates $1, says also the main actress said Kong Kong. Yep, well, you know what? Bitch, fuck you! Fuck him!
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Jeebus! Not to mention, I'm hoping that they bring the price down a bit. Like if they put Black Widow on the service, I'm not paying $30 for that unless I get to keep it. That or I'm gonna get like a lap dance from Scarlett Johansson. Like seriously. Conservative God donated $1 and said Disney walked back the pay-per-view bit too.
Oh yeah, it's just a pay $30 to unlock the Mulan DLC for Disney Plus.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, I want to know if you have access to it everywhere else, or do you have to maintain a Disney Plus subscription to watch Mulan even after you've paid the $30?
Well, this is what Black Knight Rex is saying. $30 plus the Disney Plus subscription fee.
Oh shit. Well,
Jiminy Christmas, that's quite a bit of money. Again, you pay a little bit more, and you can play Ghost of Tsushima, and you can be a goddamn samurai fighting the goddamn Mongolians, and have a lot more fun.
fucking, I guess in a way, like this is about as much as you would pay at the movies just for tickets for a family of 4.
For a family of 4, yeah.
But
I do not have a family of 4, Hatman. I have a family of 1.
no. So who wants a Disney Plus password?
Jiminy Christmas. I have nothing else to say except fuck all that. Moving on. Okay, so, guess what?
What?
3 nights closes in 2 nights.
Oh shit! You could have made a 3 nights till the end of 3 nights joke on Twitter.
Yeah, but then the Indiegogo page said 2 days.
Ah, fuck. Oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, God damn it. So anyway, 2 days left when it comes to 3 nights. Now, sorry, Holy Ninja threw me $1. Says, after 2 nights defending a village with the 7 samurai, the patron sleeveless saints travel to Rorke's Drift to face the Zulu with the assistance of a young Michael Caine. Come join this Sunday on the patrons' Discord to see Zulu. There you go. Chaos Sonic says, what I also find funny is this because of a French movie store owner went ballistic at a Mulan advertisement. Man, fuck the French. Anyway. So, 3 nights closes in a couple of days. And there's something that needs mention. Some things going to be changing on that campaign once it goes in demand. Because we are going in demand. I've been very clear about that the last few days. Mm-hmm. So, some perks are disappearing. The comic and poster perk will be gone. The poster add-on will be gone as well. The Get a Sketch tier will be gone. The Drawn In tier will be gone. So, also, if you were on the mailing list, there was a very specific tier that you got where you could pick up virgin covers. One that was a sketch cover, one that is the cover that you see to my left, just with no trade dress. And that will be disappearing as well. So that offer for the mailing list will be gone. So if you have not taken advantage of any of that stuff, now is the time. Mm-hmm. Now, some of you might be asking, Micah, why are you cutting off the posters? Hatman, would you mind explaining?
Remember how I said that our poster machine was being an asshole? It's still being an asshole. And we still don't have an ETA on it. So at this point, I'm saying, you know what, fuck it. Instead of waiting for an ETA and the inevitable having to outsource posters, which, let's be real, we don't want to outsource anything if we can fucking help it.
Yeah.
We just said, let's put a stop to posters for right now. If you backed for a poster or will back for a poster before the end of the campaign, you will still get your poster. We're going to be using the other machine that we've got that wasn't really meant for posters, but it can still print them. So at this point, yeah, we have to deal with the hand that we've been dealt. But for right now, no more posters on 3 nights, and any future campaigns, no posters either until the machines get fixed. Well, one machine, until the one machine gets fixed.
Yep. We're going to be able
Once
to
that's
fulfill
done,
everything
then,
that we've already promised.
Yes, we will be able to do that at the very, very least, because we promised them to you guys. We'd be assholes if we reneged on them.
Yeah. One thing to mention on top of that, and we're going to start doing this from now on with merch that's attached to campaigns, because we do charge shipping for the merch too. Mm-hmm. We are going to go ahead and fulfill those early. You're not going to get the book, but if you, let's say that there's a t-shirt on a campaign or there's a poster, we're just going to go ahead and print them out and send them to you instead of waiting until the end, because that has actually drawn out the fulfillment process. And I don't like that. Because by drawing out the fulfillment process, people did not back the book as quickly as they would have otherwise.
Right.
So, and now some of those people might even lose out on the opportunity to get these tiers.
Yeah.
So,
and reminder too, this machine was working pre-COVID. We probably should have printed the posters, at least for Inglewood, before then, but we didn't get around to it because we thought, okay, let's just bundle things together. But nope, screw it. We're sending them out when they're done, and we're gonna get them done earlier. So that.
Yep. So, now for the good news. We are at 319 backers right now. I'm just refreshing it to make sure that's accurate. Yes. In fact, I'm going to show people. $319 backers, $18,510.
Nice.
We are less than 1,500 away from that Vinnie Tartamella alternative cover.
Nice.
And that will be awesome, to say the least. Man, I'm honestly humbled by this, guys. This is the biggest the biggest campaign we've done so far. You know, the art's beautiful. The writing is great, as Hatman can attest because he edited the damn thing. Well, at least I think he can attest.
I'm still doing it, and yes, it is. Or at least I'm doing part 2 right now. Part 1's done.
I'm not doing a survey right now. There you go. So, if you have not backed the book, if is there anyone in chat who has not backed the book yet? If so, if there is something you need me to do to convince you to back the book, please ask me now. Or if you're just waiting for the last minute. So, other things I wanted to talk about related to comic books is what the schedule looks like. So, what we plan on doing is 3 nights, 4 days. Should be done and fulfilling around October. Preston said it's not hard to get it done. He's working on pages right now, actually. Oliver is going to, he colors about three or 4 pages a week. He's very fast. And obviously, as you can see to my left, very good. There's little things that Oliver does that set him apart from other colorists. Scotsman could probably explain it better than I could. But he's impeccable, And the reason that Scotsman can tell you is that Scotsman does some of the same techniques. So they're both incredible at what they do. But what I wanted to talk about was specifically what we're doing next. So in October, as fulfillment begins for 3 nights, 4 days, part 1. Once it is fulfilled, and we're gonna fulfill as much as we can before the books are printed and shipped to us. And we're gonna go ahead and have the supplies ordered immediately. We've already discussed this. We get disbursement next week, and we're gonna go ahead and order the boxes and everything else we need, including bags and boards. For those of you who have been anal about that lately, I do want to make sure that people have their collection shit. That's fine.
Yeah.
And they're dirt cheap, so it's not a big deal.
So we'll be going back to Gemini mailers like before because they easy to use. I know how to fold them, and fair enough. But bags and boards on the book inside a Gemini mailer, boom, plain and simple.
Yep.
Just
So
gonna be having to buy a lot of tape up front.
yeah, but that's fine. But we'll get this, and then with 3 nights, 4 days, we'll part 2. We will launch probably around Halloween. That'll carry us through to the end of the year. I think that what we will do with that is we will probably sell the overage of part 1, the overprint, with part 2. And include like battle damaged versions, like ones that come in that are dinged up. That if you just want to read the book, you're not looking to looking to whatchamacallit, you're not looking to collect it, then there you go. So that'll be a thing. I don't think we're going to do an art book for part 2. I'll figure out what we're going to do with part 2. We might do just t-shirts and stuff like that. But anyway, the next year is going to be a big year for us. I mean, this year has already been pretty big, because next month we're actually doing the Inglewood Second Chance campaign, if we don't do it by the end of this month. So for those of you who missed Inglewood the first time around, or you want to collect another cover for issue 1, keep your eyes out. But hold on, I'm not quite done yet.
Go for it.
You pull up your thing, and then I'll and I'll be done by then.
Go for it.
So the schedule for 2021 is going to be crazy. We have Inglewood Book 2 will be starting the year off. It will be 66-ish pages of story and then some. It's going to be a big campaign. And Brian and Armand are already getting antsy. So we're going to start doing concept and get that done. After that is the Peregrine Inglewood crossover. Because around the time of fucking Inglewood Book 2, Peregrine Book 2 will be up as well. And we're thinking of trying to do something special for people who back both, but between us and Graded. So, because obviously we're good friends with those guys, we get along great. So we want to do something special. And then the crossover comes out. Piper's already edited it. Hatman's going to edit it for grammatical errors,
Grammatical issues.
and making sure that there's no plot holes. So, after that is Project Lazarus. And then after that, to close out the year, will be either The First Servant or a secret project where I'm going to be introducing another superhero to the universe I've created.
Ooh.
So, there you go. Those be the plans. We've got a lot going on. Got a donation real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and go to Q&A. Ever notice how progressives yap about Rorschach from Watchmen isn't meant to be seen as a hero, but unironically love the characters from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World? And then he says, yeah. And then he asks the question of, have we ever thought of having 3 nights in a video game in the style of Golden Axe? That'd be interesting.
Holy shit, yeah.
If somebody wanted to make it, I'd be down. So, all right. What happened to 3 Nights Part 2 Melee Brawler? That's this year. I was talking about next year.
Before we go to Q&A, question to you guys, since we're doing Inglewood Second Chance campaign. Somebody brought up the idea of doing another shirt, or rather, they said they wished that we had done the shirt instead of the Board and Blood shirts, just do a Solomon's Temple shirt, like a gym shirt that you would get, just sport gray, whatnot. Would y'all be interested in something like that for the Second Chance campaign?
Yeah, because if so, we can add it in.
Yeah, and it's something that I presume you'd be able to order separately too, if you already had a book and just wanted that shirt too.
Yeah, I can put the SKVs and the add-ons in. That's not a problem.
Yeah. So, if you're interested, just say yes or no, and we'll figure out what to do, because that'd be really easy to put together. The art's already done, so.
Darth Bobcat throws in a buck, says, Disney, you ignorant idiots. You make the first DLC movie cheap to get people used to the idea. $5 a pop. He just says he's behind on the stream. He says, also, congrats on the 3-night success. Thank you, Bobcat. Chaos Sonic throws in a buck and says, makes me wonder if Peregrine is canon to your universe. The crossover is canon to both. There are consequences in both. We'll just put it that way. Okay. So.
Q&A.
Scotsman says, pretty sure Tobor could do a Savage Engine version. He probably could, but Liam's already grabbed him, so. But, anyway. Q&A time. So do 15 minutes of Q&A, and then we will go ahead and do the Cringe.
Cringe.
Hardboiled's asking about crossover with Third Servant. It's not written for one. You can reference it if you want, I don't care. But that's not a story that's going to be crossed over. It's pretty permanent what happens in it. So it's meant to have a very quick beginning and end.
Yeah.
Okay. So from the Discord server. Not the last one wants to know, what is our favorite shot in a film? And I sarcastically put in the Discord server when Han shot Greedo. Favorite shot in a film?
Camera work shot.
Yeah, camera shot. So
I know exactly what mine is.
The one round fight from the first Creed movie.
God damn it! That was my pick.
Oh, we can't both have the same pick.
That was my pick. Shit. Because that I love that. I love that so much.
Let's see here. Spider Nick
Shit.
wants to know, what crossover do you want to happen despite the idea being batshit stupid? For me, it's Aliens versus Spider-Man because my favorite character of all time against my favorite movie monster. Crossover I'd like to see, even though it would be batshit stupid. Fuck. Green
got
Lantern
one.
versus Transformers.
Okay, that'd be hilarious.
What about you, Hatman?
Rob Zombie's Halloween and The Devil's Rejects.
There you go. Holy Ninja wants to know, thoughts on Spider-Man Web of Shadows. It's very weak. Very weak game. Didn't like it.
Never played it, so can't say.
Though it was kind of funny when evil Spider-Man rips Wolverine in half. Let's see. Alistair wants to know. Going a bit crazy with the Virtus matchups, but I'm curious to see hear your answers. Who wins in a fight? Daredevil from Marvel versus Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Considering Batman, who is about around Matt's skill level, beat the piss out of all four turtles at the same time, Daredevil could probably do the same thing.
I would say the same thing.
Because one thing that some people don't mention is that Daredevil probably has like the biggest mob victory of any street level hero. He beat 100 hand soldiers by himself in one fight. Serena donates $1. She says, I'm thinking about expanding my script to end the story off on a suspenseful fight scene. The only issue is it costs a lot of money to have someone edit it. I'm short of money. Yeah, Hatman, when I'm not busy with him, could probably help you out.
Send it to me. We'll work something out.
And she asks a tough question, but I'll answer it anyway. Do I fear betrayal from Graded? Like War Campaign stabbed me in the back. No. War Campaign, that group, I was never as tight with as I am the people at Graded.
Yeah.
And I've known Optimus for a while.
Yeah, Optimus has been an ally for 5-6 years now.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried. Those guys are true blue. You know, and I get along great with all of them. I was just talking to Piper earlier about some stuff, so yeah. Not worried at all about that one. Damo says, can you show the best scene in Voyage into Space for all of us? Actually, I can't because it'll probably get struck. Servant wants to know, given that Star Trek is now putting out a Rick and Morty look-alike, how long till CBS goes fuck it and buys out Secret Hideout's contract? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it because I think Rick and Morty's got so pretentious it's ridiculous. So anybody trying to ape that, I'm just not going to pay attention to them. Hardboiled, stop language policing. Okay.
Ally. I call all my friends allies. Why not?
Yeah, and Hardboiled, you already got a question. So, no, I'm kidding. First Servant is part of the shared universe, but it has a definitive ending. So we'll just put it that way. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's pretty definitive. Tyler Jorgensen wants to know, how would you write a Legacy of Kain Devil May Cry crossover? I would be miserable the whole time because the tone is so different between those two stories.
What is this? Cranberry Prosecco? I wonder if it tastes kind of off.
Miguel Barrero wants to know, have you watched your Red Giant Robo? If you did, I figured to tell you, Voyage into Space, a.k.a. Johnny Sacco and his Giant Robot, is a live-action adaptation of that. That would make sense. Still, why is it called Voyage into Space? They didn't go to space.
I don't know.
Chaos Sonic wants to know, favorite Transformers series? The one that was back in 2000 that ran alongside the He-Man cartoon.
That was a really good series.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a really good one. Nostalgia wants me to say Beast Wars.
Beast Wars is really good too. It's probably a tie for me between Beast Wars and that one. I can't remember the name of it.
It might have just been Transformers 2000, whatever the fuck. Beast Wars. Nostalgic.
Yep. John Weitzel wants to know, if someone wanted you to kill off a character, would you start shipping that character until it forced your hand? Oh my god, that is a very good question. And no, I wouldn't. No, I'm only going to do that if like there is such a demand to the point where it was like you should start when people were saying that Donny Cates needs to make Venom gay or Eddie gay for the symbiote. Transformers Armada, that was it.
Yep.
I loved that series. Let's see here. This is one thing that actually got intimate with me and Liam. I don't like the Transformers movie.
Like the original animated movie.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
Wow.
For two reasons. Optimus is barely in it. It's my favorite Transformer aside from Grimlock. Rodimus Prime. You know I'm right.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Rodimus Prime is the fucking worst.
I still like it. I still like it.
It's really well animated. And that fight scene between Prime and Optimus is good. But Optimus kind of carried that show back in the day. A lot of people don't realize that. So for him to be dead and you substitute it with some dipshit, ugh. Chaos Sonic donates $1 and says that's Transformers Armada, which is actually a trilogy called the Unicron series. Yeah, and I never saw the rest of it, sadly. So yeah. Crystal Hydra asks, favorite non-human race in 40K? No. No.
Your favorite
No.
favorite non-human race is no.
The answer is no. We do not suffer the Xenos to live. Exterminatus!
We have arrived, and it is now that we fulfill our charge. In fealty to the Lord our God, and by the grace of his throne, I declare exterminatus upon whatever scumbag we're declaring exterminatus on today. I hereby sign the death warrant of an entire wherever, and consign 1,000,000 souls, maybe, to oblivion. May imperial justice account in all balance, the Emperor protects.
Seriously.
That was a perfectly timed exterminatus, though.
Yeah. Just no. We do not suffer the Xenos to live. Come on. You guys know that. Imperium of Man all the way. It's like people have never watched the show before. Tyler Preston donates $1, says, seeing your 3 nights on an RGE's Blade Devil has me thinking a story that mixes Mystic Knights of Tir na nog and Army of Darkness, and displayed what's Mystic Knights. It was a 97 TV show that clearly Power Rangers in medieval Ireland. I actually heard of it. Changus wants to know how we would write a Transformer story.
I would not.
I would write Grimlock kicking everybody's ass, including Megatron's. Because Grimlock no like you. Chaos Sonic says Exterminatus on the Tau, by the way. Yes. Social 100 asks, future Trunks versus present Gohan. Who is the better character? I think Trunks takes it in a walk.
Are we talking future Trunks from Z or future Trunks from Super?
I think he's talking about both as they are at the end of Super.
I'm going to have to go with future Trunks.
Same here. I like Gohan, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And it was nice to see him finally sack up again during the Tournament of Power. But, Jesus.
Yeah. If it was Z, I'd probably have to go with Gohan, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's honestly just
The
because he
Super
got more screen
Saiyan
time.
2 scene is incredible.
Well, even beyond that, just I think he's more fleshed out as a character than future Trunks was. And really, that's because he had more screen time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfair advantage. But no, if we're talking about Super, no, it's future Trunks, I would say. Someone asked earlier, like, what was the worst animated show we'd ever seen? Forget who it was. Oh, Leonardo won. The worst cartoon we've ever seen.
The My Little Pony movie?
Oh, Christ, that was terrible.
I think
That's not
takes
the worst,
cake.
though.
That's
That
the
was
worst I've
terrible.
ever seen.
I don't know if I would put Tom Goes to the Mayor as a cartoon.
It's not.
So if that's the case, I would say Problem Solvers.
I've
That
never
thing
heard of
is
it.
just ugly to fucking look at. Like, it is eye shit.
Yeah. The 80s My Little Pony movie beat out fucking, like, Fritz the Cat for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So,
12-Ounce Mouse is also really bad, too, yeah. But that was intentionally made bad, so
yeah.
I don't know if I could count that one.
Okay, final one. Somebody asked, how much would it cost for me to review Transformers Prime Season 1? How much did Changus pay me to watch Kamen Rider Black? I want to say it was like $50, and that's about 26 episodes. So that's about what the going price is.
I was going to say, I think it was 100, but I don't know. If it was just Black, I think you might be right.
Yep. All right. If you did not get a question answered during the course of this podcast, please do let us know. We will get that for the overflow. Make sure to get Strike Forcers, by the way, because he says, why did Gamergate suck and fail again? Should they have focused more to make indie games instead of the journalism aspect? I want to answer that in the overflow. So
Yeah,
Brain, make
absolutely.
sure you get that.
That's a long one. That's a long one.
Yeah, but we both got experience with both, so we can actually compare and contrast. So, so yeah. So yeah, if you didn't get your question answered, let Brainbox know so we can go ahead and get that rolling. So, okay. We owe Cringe. Yeah. I am exhausted. So what shall we do for Cringe?
I believe something got posted into what animal? Yeah.
Okay.
Spider Nick posted something for Cringe.
Chaos Sonic says, that reminds me, now there is a Transformers My Little Pony comic. It's like, I paid you 100 for Black and Black RX, 50 each, not con. So yeah, so for a show of that size, like for 2 seasons, like that many episodes, it's yeah, $50.
There you go.
Also, everybody in the chat, just type the words Reed Richards.
Are you still fucking with Ultimate Agent?
You're goddamn right I am.
God damn it.
Okay. Time for the Cringe. Do you have it pulled up, Hatman?
I've got it pulled up.
Alright. Hitting the button in 3, 2, 1, go.
This looks like Sanic. It is Sanic.
Honey?
What?
Where's my super shoes?
What?
Where are
No.
my super shoes?
I put them away.
Where?
Why do you need to know?
I need them.
Hold on one sec.
Don't you think about running out doing no daring do? We've been planning this dinner for 2 months.
The public is in danger.
My evening's in danger.
You tell me where my shoes are, woman. We're talking about the greater good.
Greater good. I am your wife. I am the greatest good you are ever gonna get.
That was actually great.
Hey, did you know that 99% of the people that watch our videos aren't subscribed? That's no good. If you like what...
Serena donated $1 and said, so at the comics I recommended you and Hatman, how are they? Still working on them.
Yep, still doing them.
Saga is having its moments. And then people with TVs for heads, fuck. Yeah.
That was good. Was that really Cringe?
Yeah, that was
That was actually
cringy,
hilarious.
But I can live with it.
That was actually hilarious.
I can live with it.
Okay. Did they actually get Sonic's voice actor for that too? Because it sounded just like him.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Jesus Christ.
But I think that I will probably review one of the comics that Hatman is not doing for like a late night Micah. I might just do one for reviewing Saga, honestly.
Go for it.
So, well, before we take off, I want to thank Serena, Chaos Sonic, Tyler Preston, Changus Khan, and Darth Bobcat. I think I said Tyler Preston, but I'll say Tyler Preston again. Servant of God 777 for your guys' generous donations today. You guys are all awesome. Thank you very much. I think that's really all for today. So, yeah, because we came short of watching another video. So, so yeah. So if you got your questions, you haven't given them to the overflow yet, please tag Brainbox so he can go ahead and get those for us. And again, if you have not backed 3 Nights 4 Days, please consider doing so. Again, 2 days left. If you are part of the mailing list, and you back at any tier, you're still getting those cards, even if you back during the in-demand phase. Just so you know. And I'm gonna get to work designing those this week. But yeah. Just so you guys know, we really love you guys. You guys are all awesome. You're the reason we do this. So, real quick though, before we take off, we had around 50 people in here, but only like 20-something likes. Before we take off today, bump that up for us, guys. Give us a hand with that.
Do it. Fucking Steve, come on, man.
Yeah, especially you,
What's your
Steve.
deal?
Jesus Christ. Get with the fucking program. So, Gojira says he got Inglewood 2 days ago. Awesome.
Sweet.
Hope you loved it, dude. Let me know what your thoughts are in the Discord server if you haven't already. So, definitely had fun with this. I need sleep. So I'm going to go sleep. So, Hatman, any final words before we take off?
I am not going to go sleep.
Fair enough. My final words is that Doctor Doom is inferior to Reed Richards as a character and intellectually, and he is a giant douchebag cockmongler, Thanos forever. We'll see you guys next week.
Wow.
Dave's Vault.